Howdy, howdy, let's get rowdy. This time on Rhett, we aren't taking out the buggy, we're taking out the JT, and we are in Colorado. Currently, we just got to Dolores. It's about 9-10 o'clock right now. Grabbing some iced coffee. We had some plans to go do Black Bears Pass, and then we were gonna go do Imogene Pass, but apparently those are closed. So we're gonna go ahead, plan a new route, try to figure out where we're gonna head out today, what we're gonna do, kind of just winging it. So
we're walking with our coffees from this morning at this sweet little coffee shop that has like the best burritos ever. We're walking with our coffees. We're gonna go think about what we're gonna do on this trip on the river, because that's the best place to think about stuff. And look it, here's Killick. Hi, Bubba. Say hi. Hi.
We just got here. We're gonna start our adventure, but the problem is we walked into this wanting to do Black Bears Pass and Imogene's Pass, but both of those are closed. So we had this all mapped out on our OnTrail map, which allows you to plan your whole route and everything, but it changed. We're gonna jump on that, hang out by the river, finish our coffee. Let's pull up the OnTrail app so I can show you our plan of attack. We plan on camping at some secret hot springs near Rico, Colorado, where the yellow pin is. We now only have time for one trail, so we did a quick search and there were 7 trails that were pretty close. We picked a trail called Alta Lakes, where the second yellow pin is, because it was less than 30 minutes away and it's one we've never heard of. It said that it was about 9 miles there and back, with a trail time of about 1 hour and 45 minutes. That should give us plenty of time on the trail and enough time to get back and set up camp in case we had to deal with any rainy weather, which it looks like there were some good chances of that showing on the OnTrail weather page. All right, so we went ahead, we checked out the map. We think we're on to something that's gonna be pretty cool. There's a bunch of lakes up by the Alpine, definitely has our interest. Trying to find somewhere that's pretty close to some hot springs. Let's see if we can find this trail. Alta Lakes sounds pretty cool. There's like 3 really cool lakes it looks like on the map. They look super, super, super like turquoise blue. So they're alpine lakes. I don't know, pretty stoked about it. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get it all started up. This trail is very easy and accessible by any vehicle rated for dirt roads. The beginning is the hardest part of this trail due to it being very tight, single vehicle pass, and you have to pay attention and coordinate with the other vehicles on the other side so you don't get caught in the middle of the pass together.
I love the aspens because they look like they have little eyeballs on them. They know what we're doing. They know the truth. They know we're rock crawlers, call us CRAWLERLANDERS. Yeah. Colorado is so beautiful. BFG's putting in work, saving air down. What's up?
Oh my gosh, there's a baby duck. Oh, it's... Get out of here, little baby ducky. Oh man, almost had a baby duck. He was crossing the road. What's the duck say? Hey, Colby, what's the duck say when it crosses the road?
Quack,
That's it? I don't know, bad joke. For the record, that was definitely not a baby duck, that was a baby grouse. The grouse is pretty much a high altitude wild chicken. But either way, it was good to scurry him off the trail so we didn't get run over.
No climbing.
Leading shack in Alta. It's the leading shack in Alta. Oh, yeah. We're doing this. We're doing this. That is beautiful cabins. I've got to check that out.
60 degrees out here. It's probably 100 at home.
120 where we wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I take 60.
So we picked this trail because it was called Alta Trail, and there's some lakes up here called Alta Lake. We had no idea we were gonna come across the town of Alta. I could barely read the sign. I got a good picture of it, so we're gonna go over that later. But it seemed like it said like 1877 is when this building here was built. And when that building there was built, there's about 5 or 6 other buildings just like that that are in great shape. I mean, from 1877, that's only almost 150 years old. It's in the most beautiful country like that you could find. It's wild, but such a treat, such a like unexpected discovery coming out here and finding the town of Alta on our way just to check out some lakes because we've never been out here. So near Telluride and Rico, Alta is a tiny ghost town with several original buildings still standing. The high elevation mining town was located at 11,800 feet. In its heyday, a few hundred people lived here. The town site was the center for the mining activity for the Alta Gold King area from 1877 to 1948. During World War II, the town came back to life briefly before the mill burned down in 1948. The town was famous for being the first place to use Tesla's AC transmission system. Originally, the mines were powered by coal, which required a 4-mile there and back trip by mule to reach the mines. Construction of the power plant and switching over to electricity solved this. Today, there are only 25 structures or remains of buildings that once were, but makes her an amazing historical stop along the Alta Trail. I know our channel is mainly rock crawling. We're out here trying to beat the heat. Right now it's about 110 in Arizona. And with your buggy, it just burns the crap out of you when you try to get in it. Like the bars are hot, your steering wheel's hot. It's just too hot to wheel. Your engines run hot, everything's, you know, your wiring can fail and stuff because it's just so hot. So it's nice to like take this month to do some adventuring, check some stuff out. And you know, it's so cool to come out here and, you know, do some like mild trails, but see some super cool history and beautiful scenery. The scenery out here is just level 10, so. Just up the hill and around the corner from the ghost town of Alta, there are 3 lakes. Lower Lake Alta, Upper Lake Alta, and Third Lake. Lower Lake Alta is the only one you can drive to and has great free camping spots with views of the lake, Bald Mountain, and Silver Mountain. The lake holds lots of trout and is a beautiful place to fish, so don't forget to bring your fishing poles like we did. If we didn't already have a camp spot planned out, this would have been a great place to spend the night. All right, so here in Colorado, they have a ton of snow and they've just pretty much lost all of it in the last month. But we just saw this, and of course we like to pick up a lot of trash, but this isn't really trash. This is someone that came up here in a snowmobile and in the snow and broke down, and the snow is so deep and then it will fluctuate and get snowed on top of. They couldn't come get it, so it's still sitting here, and whoever left it just hasn't been up to get it yet. Check it out. It's been lightly raining off and on for a while now, so it's time to head back the way that we came and get a second chance to take a look at how truly beautiful this trail is, and then head back to camp so that way we can get set up and ready before it starts raining any harder.
Definitely seen a lot of hikers on this trail, so if you do want to come run it, just be cautious of other hikers, pedestrians, whatever you want to call it, on the trail.
Yeah, no matter what, they've got the right of way, so you got to take care of them. They're on foot, and be respectful. That's what we got to do.
And be nice and kind.
And a rock crawler.
And an off-roader.
Saw a marmot. Saw a marmot. I tried to call him in. Some locals once told me you call him in by going beep, beep, beep.
They must have been fucking with you.
It's never worked. But anyway, we'll get the next one.
So the entrance / exit of this trail is kind of narrow. So you really got to be careful about those other rakes like Bronson was talking about earlier. And I think we got one coming up, so we'll kind of show you. And don't forget, uphill always has a right of way.
So due to this trail being so, I mean, it's very well maintained, you're gonna get a lot of vehicles like that, you know, like the crossovers and compact SUVs. You know, like I said, we saw a minivan earlier. So those guys don't have as much experience off-road, but you know, you just try to do your best for them since they don't, and get out of their way. And watch out, make sure they're not coming around a corner too quick, because they might not think about what us off-roaders do. So, you know, I mean, as much as they should know what's going on, they don't, and you do. So just do your best to try to counteract. It's one of those things you got to watch out for yourself. Even though they should understand it, you just get out of the way and make sure that everybody's safe. So, yeah, that's my tips.
There was a deer there.
We are back on the road and heading towards Rico. The rain is picking up, and we hope that there's no one camped in our spot at the hot springs.
I've never seen a flock of sheep, let alone a flock of sheep and their sheep herder with his dogs. That was cool.
All right, we got up early this morning. We had a 6.5 hour drive the night before, so we were a little groggy. We went ahead and hit Alta Lake, the trail up here. Never done it before. It's close to Ophir's Pass. A lot of people have heard of Ophir's Pass before, so you can reference that. Never done it before. Super glad that we did. There's a lot of history. There was the Alta City up there, which I had no idea was up there. I just thought it was a nice trail to some alpine lakes up there. Got that done, had a blast, and we just set up camp right next to some like really hush hot springs, and we are chilling and grilling, and then we're gonna hit the hot springs, then go to bed.
I feel like a proper overlander.
We had to make it right. And fishing. Playing up this overlander crap.
As we all sit down and chow down on a perfect meal to end the day, we had some unexpected company sit down with us to eat and gave us some great entertainment. This guy was nuts. All right, we just got done having a rad dinner at camp and then literally walked, 10 yards, 15 yards over to some of the raddest hot springs I've been to. Not in size or like how big it is, but just the fact of like where it's at. It's super unknown. We've only seen a couple people here. We have a whole tub to ourselves. And then right here, not Elijah, but behind him, there's the Dolores River running by, almost touching the hot tub. It's so rad. So we are going to hang out and enjoy the rest of the night in the hot tub, and then we're gonna pass out in the rooftops. Catch you later. I know what you guys are thinking, wrecked gear or rock crawlers, and you're right. But the truth of it is, we like all kinds of wheeling. This may not be the craziest trail, but they are by far as awesome in their own way, and it beats not wheeling at all during the off season. I guess you guys can call us a bunch of crawlerlanders. Sponsored in part by BF Goodrich Tires, OnTrail Off-Road Mapping, KC HiLights, and AXEL Off-Road Helmets. Best way to support this channel is to give that subscribe button a little skiddly-doo, diddle that notification bell, give this video the fat finger, and leave a dirty little comment down below.